People absolutely love living here in St. Charles, Illinois for many, many good reasons. And in today's video, we're gonna go over why people love living here and why they are moving here as well. St. Charles is probably one of those top 3 underrated Chicago suburbs in my opinion. And I got a ton of phone calls here and I can totally see why. So we're gonna go over what's like living plain and everything else in between here in St. Charles, Illinois. And this video is gonna help you out if you're considering making a move here, and we're getting after it right now. Welcome back and welcome to the channel. My name is Brandon. I make videos just like this about what it's like living plain and everything else in between here in the Chicago suburbs. And if you're considering making a move here to St. Charles or the surrounding areas, whether it be next week or next year, reach out because my team and I would be absolutely honored to serve you guys. Call, text, shoot me an email, info down below in the description, and seriously, just give me a call. We can talk about St. Charles or kind of anything that's just on your mind, really. First thing to note when it comes to living here in St. Charles, Illinois is that St. Charles boasts a population of around 33,000 residents, which is much smaller when you compare it to Naperville, which is just to the east of St. Charles. The Fox River splits St. Charles right down the middle, so you kind of have your East St. Charles and your West St. Charles, whether you're west or east of the river. And I'm super excited to break St. Charles down for you guys because there's a lot of good stuff going on, and I'm surprised I haven't covered it on this channel just yet. Downtown St. Charles is one of those downtown areas in the Chicago suburbs that gets a lot of love for many good reasons. I'm a frequent goer here because we have an office just next to St. Charles in Geneva, so I'm usually down here in the downtown area grabbing, drinks or places to grab a bite to eat and everything like that because there's so many great options here. I have a family friend that works at the Graceful Ordinary, and it's on a little on the pricier side, but if you are here visiting for the weekend or you live in the area already, I highly recommend it because they have some really fine drinks as well as fine dining as well, just being right along the river, which is really cool. Some of my favorite places to eat are Giamia, McNally's Pub, the Hive Tavern, and they have a Kilwin's ice cream here. And if you watched my lead video before, you know that I really rave about Kilwin's ice cream, and they have one here in downtown St. Charles as well. They have great events that go on every single year in downtown St. Charles, like the Scarecrow Fest, as well as St. Patty's Parade. If you're not from the Chicagoland area, you know people here really treat St. Patrick's Day with pride. So St. Charles is a great place for it, especially going to McNally's Pub during St. Patrick's Day. And if you're looking to live, close to a downtown area here in the Chicago suburbs, St. Charles is probably one of the most affordable areas when it comes to living in close proximity to a downtown area. The median sales price for a home in the downtown St. Charles area is around $335,000, which is a great option if you're looking to make a move down here as well. And before I get into schools, I just wanted to drop it real quick that if you didn't subscribe like I asked in the beginning of this video, can you please do it now? It really tells YouTube I'm doing a good job at making this video kind of thing. Drop a like and hit that bell for notifications also so you get notified every single time I drop a new video. The schools here in St. Charles are top notch as well from what you'll find online. According to niche.com, it's actually the #1 public school district in all of Kane County, literally all of Kane County. And Kane County is, pretty good size when you compare to DuPage and Cook County as well. I mean, Cook County is really just massive because you have the state of Chicago in it, but #1 in Kane County is really what gets a lot of people moving here to St. Charles, Illinois. Depending what portion of, St. Charles you live in as well, the 2 public high schools that you will feed into is either St. Charles North or St. Charles East High School. Other towns that filter into District 303 are parts of Wayne as well as parts of South Elgin as well as Campton Hills as well. There are 11 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, as well as 2 public high schools. And if you're looking at all these schools on niche.com, they all rank at least A or higher. And I'll drop a link down below in the description so you can find some more information on these District 303 schools here in St. Charles as well. If schools, when it comes to living here in St. Charles, is huge on your priority list for your kids, reach out because we can really simplify the search and I can give you a lot more resources. To figure out which schools are right for you and your family, calling the schools, joining the Facebook groups, just really getting immersed in the community, and we'll help you out when it comes to making a move here to St. Charles, Illinois. So reach out. When it comes to real estate here in St. Charles and comparing it to towns that I always go over on this channel like Wheaton, Glen Ellen, Naperville, and Elmhurst, the prices in those towns are significantly higher in my opinion compared to St. Charles. I mean, for around 2,600 to 3,000 square feet here in St. Charles, looking around a 4-bed, 2.5 bath with a basement on a 1/4 acre lot, you're probably looking around that $550 to $750 price point. Obviously, a lot of things fluctuate for sure, depending on the location, proximity to downtown, and all that jazz. But, looking at the same home in the towns that I, listed above, like Wheaton, Glen Ellen, Elmhurst, and Naperville, you're looking probably closer in that $700K plus price point. And while I say that's the price point in St. Charles between $550 and $750 for that type of home, you can definitely find awesome ranches, townhomes and stuff like that for much more affordable price, and obviously much more pricier as well, depending on the location that you are in St. Charles. Two of my favorite subdivisions here in St. Charles, Illinois as well is the Royal Fox subdivision as well as Persimmon Woods. There are some beautiful homes here, and it's great to see. And if you want some links to these homes, just reach out to me. And the very cool thing about both of these subdivisions is that Royal Fox has its own country club, Royal Fox Country Club, and the other side of Persimmon Woods is the St. Charles Country Club as well. And if you watch any of my videos on the Chicagoland area, you know that the Chicago Suburbs boasts some great golfing here, and St. Charles, Illinois is home to some of that also. I'll do a deep dive in a lot of the subdivisions here in St. Charles in a later video, so make sure to subscribe so you get notified on that video, because there's a lot of great subdivisions here, just like kind of it is in Wheaton. And I would say that in a comparison, St. Charles is kind of like a Wheaton, Illinois, just a little farther out from the state of Chicago. But that's not a bad thing, because you get a lot of privacy out here in St. Charles, especially if you don't like going to the city a lot. When it comes to outdoor activities here in St. Charles, Pottawattamie Park, just north of the downtown St. Charles area, is a great place to hang out and do some outdoor activities with family and friends. You have water sports here, you got a miniature golf course, you have athletic facilities, as well as a 9-hole golf course as well that I'll probably post links down below in the description also. And one of the cool things about that 9-hole course is you have one of the holes shooting over the water, which is pretty awesome to say the least, because if I was out there golfing, my ball's probably going in the water 8 times out of 10. Another park in St. Charles to the west is James O. Green Community Park, which is really cool as well, because there's a ton of acres of land just to kind of run around. And you have great pickleball courts over there, because it's very popular here in the Chicagoland area and the US as well. And you have a water park, dog park, and more. And if you like frisbee golf, they have frisbee golf there as well. So I'll post links down below in the description to both of these parks so you guys can get more information on it as well. Do you live in St. Charles right now? Because if you do, let me know some of your favorite things of what it's like living down here in St. Charles, because I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, especially see more from my local people that watch these YouTube videos. There's a ton of great stuff happening here in St. Charles, Illinois. And if you're considering on making a move here, there's a lot of good information that feel free to reach out, because I can cover a lot of it for you guys. And like I said, it's one of those underrated Chicago suburbs, because you're a little farther west from Naperville, which is kind of that big hub. So sometimes when I get these phone calls and stuff like that, they kind of get overlooked. But we've had a good influx of people asking me about St. Charles, Illinois, because in my opinion, you're getting much more bang for your buck here also. If you had any questions about making a move here to St. Charles, Illinois, or surrounding areas, please reach out, because my team and I would be absolutely honored to serve you. Call, text, shoot me an email. My information is down below in the description. We have a ton of families and individuals reach out to us every single day, and we are absolutely grateful. And if you like this content, please consider hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like, dropping a comment, because it'll tell YouTube I'm doing a good job at making this video kind of thing. Watch one of these videos up here, and I will see you guys on the next video.